1. All right, we are we are here with session 17 of Light Force Curse of Strahd. How are you both doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Good to hear. Let me unveil behind the tavern as we see the map. Would anyone like to recap what happened last time, if anything comes to mind?
We successfully stole the skull.
Yes,
And
despite
got off
my
scot-free.
best efforts. Scot-free for now, as your consequences have technically caught up with you.
Mm-hmm. And even just running away was so dangerous that I'm very curious. Like, what would have happened if we had tried to fight back there?
Well, I think technically the house, I mean, it was a dire circumstance. You were literally escaping with the skull. But I think the house doesn't come into play until so if you had fought there in the swamps, perhaps the house wouldn't have come alive until phase 2.
Ah, that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'm going to scroll to it. But before, the stage has been set here, but you did have some downtime before the arrival of Baba Lysaga and her coven here present on the screen. What did you all get up to during the downtime here at Argynvostholt?
I convinced some people to join us in the fight, and that's all I remember.
I helped clear the wounds off of the skull. I don't remember what that accomplished, but that's what I helped with.
Yes. The clearing the runes theoretically helps in a few different ways. Makes it harder for them to track you, which is why it took them longer to arrive here. Theoretically, it will prevent her from doing things with the skull it was intended by her to do. It would be really funny if the skull had a self-destruct mechanism, like is pretty common in media these days. And she's like, well, look, my pretties, you didn't expect this, did you? And she tries the self-destruct mechanism and it just doesn't work.
That would just be petty. If I can't have this, no one can.
She would do it.
So.
Okay. Well, I'll have to look for the logistics some other time. You are here on the battlefield, joined by your good enemy of my enemy, Commander Vladimir Horngard of the Order of the Silver Dragon, of which, of course, Keith is a part of.
Yeah.
He's got some soldiers with him. There are some witches on the battlefield. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and swap the music out. Is there anything that either of you would like to say before Baba Lysaga begins her assault on the keep? And I ask for not only your initiatives, but I would like to ask one of you to roll for the initiative for the Order of the Silver Dragon. So I guess that would be, I'd probably ask Keith to do that, because the witches will also have initiative.
This will be Keith. Great. And what should I roll for them?
Let me take a look at something real quick. I guess since they're comprised mostly of these creatures right over here, you can add a 2 to your roll.
Alright, let's see. They also got a 7.
That is highly amusing. All right.
Keith will also take a look, because last he saw 2 of his summons were riding the house with the witch. Are they still there?
That is such a good question. let me get their initiative in. I'll roll that for you live right here, but let me do it as this is not her initiative, but she's rolling for her people. They don't have
Yeah.
Okay, that is most fortuitous for you all. Who are the summons that you had left on the house?
I want to say it was a green rock and a boar.
Yes. You do not see them. Well, you definitely don't see the boar, that is for sure. The rock has the what is it? Does the rock have the same thing that the tree does? The animated shrub,
Oh yeah, it can turn motionless to be indistinguishable from a green rock.
God, all right. I gotta go to the other map. Let me grab that rock from the other page. You actually see a green rock just
Let's fucking
there.
go. Waiting in ambush.
I love this. All right, I return to the map with your gigantic green rock in tow. Is he a medium creature?
I think I made them small. I could be wrong.
Okay, I'm highly amused by this. Let me go ahead and get initiative for her herself.
And then there's also just a fucking pig on a spit roast.
That'd be funny. Perhaps you'll find out what happened to the pig down the line. But for now, oh my god!
I thought your summons
her?
just disappeared and they weren't actually dead. I thought that was like the one thing that you could claim that made it so
Well,
that
that's
it was
not as
ethical
funny.
for you to fucking steal a child.
That is, yeah. The child specifically, I think, is not gonna have just disappeared. Which I was actually reminded of because so we've been rewatching The Legend of Vox Machina season 1, and there's also like, so you remember how a few episodes ago, basically, the child was like, "You're not getting out of here alive," as his last words, and then Julian, after killing Izek, was like, "Guess the kid was right." There's a scene in like episode 2 involving a kid and involving Vex saying something about the kid. I was like, that reminds me of when Julian killed Izek. Damn.
Good time.
Yes.
Good time.
Good time. Spoilers for 2 episodes ago.
I'm gonna roll another 2 or whatever it takes to summon a commoner, and you'll all see that Ferguson is just fine.
Yeah. It just summons his like crispy corpse in the either the Yamcha death pose or the Family Guy death pose.
I don't even know which is funny on that situation.
It'll be like a Schrodinger's thing where every time you look at it, it's a different pose. But you swear he's dead, but somehow it's in a different position, or a Pandora's box situation. I don't know.
It summons a slightly younger kid, also named Ferguson.
Damn! Wait, who killed that one too?
It's probably fine.
I love that it's slightly younger, just to make absolutely sure that it's not the same kid.
Yeah, no, the implication is it's another son of Fergus the Smith.
Damn.
Incredible.
Fergus has been cursed by this bag, such that his firstborn and secondborn and thirdborn and fourthborn and however many times I roll it are.
Jesus Christ.
Eventually I just pull out a fucking baby with a toy hammer.
Squeak. Okay. Let me.
He has another child intentionally raises them as a goal.
All right. Could I ask Julian for initiative while I look for the stats for the hut? Aha, I found it.
No, I'm busy.
Oh. Looks like the hut itself has a pretty low score. Oh. All right, so that is 10 for Julian, 11 for the hut. And last but not least, I just need Vladimir's. And then we'll be good to go. Ooh, he rolled a 15. All right. Any last words from you all before we get going?
I think I'm ready.
Give me one moment.
Sure.
I'm just rereading the new abilities I got for my weapons last time.
Oh, yes.
'Cause they might be relevant.
Actually, wait, where's Julian? Are you on the second floor? You are. Okay.
I believe it's supposed to be on the ground floor.
I'm on the second floor.
Yes, Julian is range support. I mean, not Julian. Sorry, Keith is range support. That's what I meant. I apologize.
Let's double check what the DC's wall. See.
Also, is Keith visible up there? Are you like, because I'm looking up at the, you're like hanging out up there.
He might be kind of hiding for now, but he probably won't be invisible for long.
Okay.
Right. All right. And how many? What was the limit on how many times I could use Devilish Cleave, Blazing Fury, and Vengeful Glare? Did you say that was once per combat, once per short rest, or once per long?
It was once per combat, unless it becomes oppressive, at which point I would reduce it to once per long rest.
Right.
All right.
I am. Cool.
All right. In that case, let me swap over the music. Actually, let me turn this up for myself a little.
Not super hyped about the fact that Baba Yaga's going first.
Yes, she got a nat 20, which means I will go ahead and put her as the latest nat 20, which is amusing because she actually got the latest nat 20 from last session. I literally just cleared her name from this a few minutes ago.
Nice.
So she's come up on the roof of her hut. The witch is beside her in tow. She looks out over the soldiers who have posted up, and she declares, "Where is what I'm looking for?" And her eyes rest on Commander Vladimir himself as Julian is off to the side, and Keith is not out in the open. He's on the second floor, so her eyes aren't immediately apparent, or I guess directed at you. She looks at Commander Vladimir, who kind of barks back at her, "You're not getting past me." And she will look down on him, both literally and figuratively, and she will cast Firebolt on him.
Power word kill.
She does have a power word, but that's not for Vladimir. That's for the player characters. Anyway.
Okay, what other ones are there? There's stun, there's heal. Those are the only ones I think so.
There
Power
may
word the character.
there might be more. Perhaps you'll find out. But until
Healing
then,
word.
she will like lift up her hand with its bony fingers and long fingernails, having created fire within. She'll like pull her hand back and then thrust it towards Vladimir, casting the firebolt. Let's see if it hits. A 16 against his. Aha! So it actually lands directly at his torso. But it means it doesn't damage him specifically, as his armor class is 17 with his half plate armor. He laughs as the smoke dissipates, and he says, try hitting me with something stronger, would you? She scoffs at this. At which point, it's actually Vladimir's turn to act. So he's going to move up. Let me double check his speed. He'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This distance between the two was not planned. He is ever so far away, and he only has 5 feet. So he's going to hold his action, gripping his new sword tightly. And we'll just see what happens. Next up is the hut itself, which, seeing its new quarry, its new target, is going to move up 5, 10, and is going to begin its assault. It is going to do its multi-attack. It is going to start with a root attack. A 31 for 37 bludgeoning damage.
This guy gets a plus 12 to hit.
I hate that so much.
While I have modified things in the campaign, I believe this is not modified. 32.
You don't say.
Another root attack. This 15 does miss. So like it brings a root down onto him, but he kind of like his knee almost gives out, but he holds strong. And as he's holding this root up that he did take the damage from, another root like swipes at him from the side on the right, and he braces against it. So he's held fast against 2 root attacks, and then it's gonna pull up a third root because it's got like at least 6 legs, and it will try to swipe at him from the left side. With a 16 that he also he holds up his arm and his tricep because of the angle of his arm. He like braces himself against that third one too. So he takes the first hit, but he successfully does not take either of the latter 2 hits. So he's holding strong, and you can hear him from far away say, "All right, folks, I've got it. I'm holding it tight. Lay it into her." He's struggling. But now it's Julian's turn to shine. Over to you.
Casual 100 damage in 1 turn. Or would be.
Oh, just where we want to land.
He can hold out for at least 1 more attack.
Let's see. It's just, I could actually get to the thing in 1 turn, but I would have to take my action.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to use my full action to do so. What options do I have for ranged attacks? Do I have any?
I'm not sure.
I still have that. I mean, I do still have a heavy crossbow. For all the good it'll do. Got the heavy crossbow. So my options that I'm seeing here are I could actually 1 sec. Crossbow. I'm double check the range on this. Range 100. Okay. So there's no way around that I can only do 1 attack. I don't have any way to I don't have any way to change that. So I got two options here. I could either, wrong thing, wrong option. I could either head here, or like here or something, whatever. Might be a good idea. I could like head here with my first with 45 movement range, and then I could fire a crossbow bolt at either Baba Lysaga or the tree. I'm not sure which is the higher priority target at the moment, but whatever. And that would get 1d10 plus 3 for damage. Or I could move here. Here, and I would be in range for my tendrils attack on this witch right here, which would only do 3d6 force damage, but I don't know how impactful these guys are supposed to be. So like, I don't know, maybe they'll like they have very little health and it would just immediately take someone out of the fight. I don't know.
I will say, not that you're probably going to do this, but you do remember that Sir Godfrey Gwillem told you that such a hut is powered by something within. It would be kind of tricky, not necessarily the best idea, arguably, to execute some sort of heist in the middle of the combat, but I just wanted to remind you of that. Back over to you, Bralef.
So one of your new cool weapon attacks is like an AoE thing, right?
It is, but it can only it's like everything within a 10-foot radius of me. So I would have to like this is the closest I can go and still attack. And that would only hit like the front two witches here. And also that would immediately make it so that I would suffer disadvantage on all dex saves for the rest of the fight.
Yeah. So remind me, Gwillem is handling the house itself, and was the plan for us to handle the witch, I believe?
So Commander Vladimir Horngard is handling the house right now. It was kind of up in the air. He was willing to try to take on the witch, but I think it was kind of decided that he would take on the house. Godfrey is up with the skull. I'm sure if you wanted, you could have him come down if you think you need the help. It's kind of like a...
Yeah, sorry, I confused our names.
That's fine. But if you want, he could help. It just would mean leaving the skull. I'm sure someone could watch it, but it would be a non-named NPC.
Yeah, I believe he was doing work that like bought us some time or something.
I think that part's done.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm gonna guess. I don't know, of course, but I'm gonna guess that our generic units can probably handle their generic units for the moment. And it might be better for us to take down the hag.
Maybe.
And or at the house.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Okay. Well then I will move up here with my 45 movement range. I am going to just immediately pop my rage. So one of so Julian's hands torn into claws as his fingernails elongate and sharpen, and then he's going to do nothing with that and fire a crossbow bolt directly at the hag.
That's the hag. All right, I've got her AC up. Let's see the roll. That is 21. A successful connection.
That is 6 piercing damage.
All right.
know if wage bonus applies to anything other than wage.
I believe it
Melee?
applies to strength rolls, but not
No, strength
dex
rolls on.
attacks.
Okay,
Okay.
then
So she
Then, yeah,
is
that's-
distracted and she takes that bolt square on as she's busy trying to incinerate Commander Vladimir. Yeah, she doesn't notice you actually. Rookie mistake, and you hit her clean on.
Melee weapon attack using strength, so it also doesn't apply to thrown weapons.
gotcha. Then that is the end of my turn.
All right, Keith, you're up.
All right. Keith will. Let's see. To clarify, there was evidence to suggest. Was there evidence to suggest that the house and/or hag had true sight or some other way of seeing invisible creatures?
The tree has blind sight out to a really far range. The hag herself, from what you've seen so far, you can at least theorize that she was familiar with the location of the skull, despite it being invisible and on Julian's person. No, there's not a 0% there's not a 0% chance that she is not able to see invisible things. I want to be completely transparent with you, but she definitely doesn't seem to have the blind sight that the house does.
Ah. Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. For now, I will simply... Keith will stand up and his... I might as well do this. I'll activate my Form of Dread. Keith stands up and his wooden bones will sort of crack and elongate, and his shadow will sort of grow larger and start looming above him.
Very nice.
I will gain temporary hit points. 10 plus 7. Fucking incredible.
Oof.
Okay. And his shadow will then fly down and take a sudden strike at the hag.
A 24 connects. Successful 11 force damage.
Let me see. I believe I can do something cool.
The wisdom saving throw? Or do you mean
That
something
too,
else?
but also grave touched. I can change it to necrotic damage and add another D10.
I see. Oh.
So that'll be 18 necrotic damage. I don't know if she's resistant to that, but I guess I'll find out.
Okay. From your distance, it seems like it's successful so far.
Sweet. And yeah, she has to make that wisdom save. Assuming she's not afraid to be immune to being frightened.
Let me see. Condition immunities. She is immune to being frightened, actually.
Sick. But then the shadow will attack again.
Wait,
17?
Sorry, I was looking at the
What?
hut, not herself. It's because the sheet was together. Let me look at her thing. She is not, so I'll make her make that wisdom save.
Ooh. Well, that's not surprising.
Right. The 17 does hit if you were aiming at her.
And that'll just be 5 force damage.
5 force. I see. All right. Anything else from you?
That will be the end of Keith's turn.
All right. Next up are the members of the Order of the Silver Dragon. They're going to move closer. I'll go 5. Actually, sorry. There's the immediate threat right here. So let me move these first on the right. They're going to move like in formation towards the witches. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. While these 4 are going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to, support their comrade in arms. Similar things going to happen on the left side of the map. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You see that they are, for flavor purposes primarily. Oh, actually, let me see if they have this particular range attack. Yeah, I want to say that they have come equipped with, in addition to their usual swords, some crossbows. So let me see. I'm rolling for essentially both sides. So this is the right side and this is the left. Oh, okay. They are making good progress. Ooh, yes. They basically hold their crossbows into the air, rain down a storm of bolts onto the witches, who shriek but do their best to maintain their positions.
Oh yeah.
At which point, the witches themselves are up. They will hold up twigs and branches and other such stick-looking things and release a barrage of flames, not unlike a scorching ray. Let me check their... So the witches on the very right and the ones closest to Julian on the bottom right will try to rain down a volley on the Order of the Silver Dragon with a successful 22, while the 8 witches on the left are going to try their volley with a successful 26, raining down a good amount of damage. And this amount of damage is equal to 16 fire damage. And you'll see that while you know that the Order of the Silver Dragon in their current state is capable of regeneration, you see like one of their arms, they're like holding it up, expecting the flesh to kind of grow back, but it doesn't seem to be working. That is the ones on the right. Let me do the ones on the left. Similar things for them. While they haven't taken as much damage, they do worry a little, considering that their regeneration has been impacted by the witches. Could I ask Julian to make me a dex saving throw, as you are also on the battlefield? Perhaps some of the rays might go wide. Oh, nice. So you see a few rays coming towards you, but it is quite trivial for you to dodge them. You are despite the fact your focus is on Baba Lysaga herself, which, speaking of, she is up as we are on round 2. She will look over at Julian, hissing at you as you have struck her straight on with that crossbow bolt, but she sees there is a delicious looking conglomeration of people right over here, and so she will go ahead and expend one of her 3rd level spell slots and cast Fireball at 3rd level on the 2nd Revenant up. Oh, it is a 3rd level spell. She chose not to upcast it as she has more important things to do with her higher level spell slots. Would you like to describe what is happening as she rears up another bony finger with red fire that glows orange and then white, a little tiny sun at the tip of her finger, and she's about to hurl it directly at the Order of the Silver Dragon? What are you doing?
A church bell chimes out through the area, and a sound wave sort of reverberates and collides with the mote of fire and just dissipates it.
Epic. I love to see it. Very nice. She hisses up at she senses you up there. She hisses at you too, and you see that on her face is written the expression of, okay, enough focusing on the small fries. It's time to focus on the player character. I mean, it's time to focus on these not traditional looking soldiers.
Cracks his neck in anticipation.
Nice. All right, next up is Commander Vladimir himself. Now that he is close enough to actually do something, he is going to go ahead and do a multi-attack. Let me go ahead and open up his sheet over here for myself. And let's see. Ignore the portion about Strahd here, but he is going to hack away at the roots. Basically, he's holding all three. He's gonna let go briefly with his right hand, grab his sword. Of course, a different one, considering his best sword is in Julian's hands, and he's gonna bring it up with a nice little uppercut. A 17. The AC of the hut appears to be 16. A little fun tidbit, fun fact for you all. So he will go ahead and deal that 22. While you don't speak plants or anything like that, but you still hear a shriek coming from the tree itself, which is kind of concerning. He is then going to pull the left, like with his left arm, pull the root he's holding there towards him and try to hack off that one as well. With a successful 22, he's going to do 15 slashing damage. Applying this right now with some math numbers that are foreign to me these days. And with that,
Now, you could argue that, in essence, this tree is sort of like Strahd, right?
actually can neither.
Like when you really think about it.
It's very interesting you say that. We'll put a pin in that. Remember this conversation approximately 45 minutes from now. Oh, I also
I will. In the meantime, you can add that extra damage. It's fine.
So you've reminded me also that I need to add regeneration. You see that Vladimir, even though he took a bad blow to the head, you see that some of the bones that were sticking out of his head are kind of like forming back together. It's kind of gross, actually, now I think
Let's
about
go.
it. So that is it for him. But now the hut is gonna make its attack. So let me go ahead and open that sheet. It sees that Julian is there. It is going to try to throw a rock at you as part of its multi-attack. With a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It is then going to take the roots that Vladimir is working on and try to strangle him with it. But it's really just more damage onto Vladimir himself. So I'm sorry. I accidentally restored Baba Lysaga's health instead of Vladimir's. That would have been a no-no. But let me go ahead and remove some of the health, actually all of the health that he had regenerated. As that is a solid hit. And he's going, the tree is then going to kind of punch the closest soldier of the Order of the Silver Dragon with a root attack as well. With a... Sorry, what was that?
Just want to say as a reminder, I am wagering, so I only took half of the damage.
Ooh,
bludgeoning.
Very nice.
In case you'll look at my health later and get confused.
Okay. It kind of pushes this soldier back a little bit. You know what? I think I want to indicate something. I'm gonna draw a line for the roots. We'll do this brown one right here. It's kind of got like a root there. And then a free hand. It's got one kind of like wrapped around Vladimir like this, in addition to its other ones that are used to hold it up. But that is all of its attacks, and now we are back up over to Julian. Take it away.
Alright. I can make it heal. Okay. Alright. So how high up is Baba Lysaga at this point?
Let me see if I can see.
Because I've gotten heal, and I'm kind of like, I don't think I thought this through. As I'm just kind of like looking up a fucking 5-story building, trying to punch the person at the top of it.
Wait, it's interesting that you say that because I am looking at the dimensions for the gargantuan creature that is the creeping hut, which leads me to believe it's at least 30 feet, which is why I've made it 3 of these squares across, because each square is 10 feet. But I guess theoretically, if this helps you out, I can say it's only 2 stories, and thus, what is that, 20 feet? So I'll say she's 20 feet up.
Well, I still don't have anything that can actually hit that high up, except for my crossbow. And at that point, it kind of makes more sense to just attack the tree.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it actually, if you look at the picture, it wouldn't be. I know it's moving around and everything, but I would not be opposed to letting you traverse as difficult terrain up the tree if you have some amount of, like, what is it? So 20 feet, like 40 feet of movement to get up to where Baba Lysaga is, because I'll say she's 20 feet above the ground.
Gotcha. Well, I don't have any movement left, so I guess that'll be a next turn thing.
Mm-hmm. Wait, have you taken an action yet today, like a dash action?
No, but I'd rather attack the tree.
Okay, sure, makes
than
sense.
take a dash action.
Okay.
Because I mean, if we bring the tree down, then it's, if nothing else, removes a terrifying threat on the battlefield while we're working on other stuff too. So
Okay.
it at least would improve our odds of taking down the tree.
Mhm.
So also I need to attack something every turn, otherwise I lose access to my rage.
True.
My rage.
True.
So,
Now you won't have that issue with 2024 Barbarian, but
I'll have to take your word for it. I don't actually know what that does.
yeah, they
But-
made it easier for barbarians to maintain their rage without needing to attack or, like, do anything. Like, so they improved rage, the cornerstone of the barbarian, and as for the ranger, they did not improve it. But anyway,
all those changes we made over the course of several books to make Ranger a lot more fun. Fuck them.
Mhm.
Fuck them and fuck you. Alright, so I'm going to use my first attack. I'm going to draw out my new demonic axe damnation, and I'm gonna swing at one of the roots for the tree. 19.
That hits.
That is 11 slashing damage.
All right, let me take a look at this. All right, I'm applying it.
Excellent. All right. And now I'm gonna make my 2 attacks with the bestial claw. Attack number 1, 22.
Connects.
That's another 9 slashing damage. Oh,
Alright.
wait, I forgot.
Ooh, rage. Damn it.
Rage bonus and rage bonus again.
Okay. Both have been applied.
Excellent. And last attack, 16.
I believe that hits. Let me double check. That does hit, just barely.
Woohoo! That's another 10 slashing damage.
Very nice.
And as a reminder, all of this is magical.
Okay. All right, you're making good work over here. Anything else before Keith's turn?
Nope, that's it. I'm just gonna describe that as like chopping the axe into the mace, and then the next 2 attacks are just kind of like
Ooh.
hitting the back of the axe with my fist to just drive it further and further into the root.
Nice. I like it.
But that is the end of my turn now.
All right, Keith, you're up.
All right. Keith is gonna keep sending his shadow, which once again looms up beside the hag, and will attempt to attack her. I assume a 14 misses.
Let me take a look, actually. Oh, it just barely misses. It, like, sails
15
past
AC,
an
got it.
air.
24.
That is successful.
All right, I'll turn that into necrotic so I can apply Grave Touch for 9 force damage.
All right, applied.
And I guess she'll make that wisdom save.
Oh, yes. Let's like a wisdom save right here. She got a 21.
He will then use his bonus action to mentally command Carrion to fly down and attempt to investigate the house and see if he can find whatever they were talking about.
Okay.
He's got a speed of 60 feet, so I assume he can approximately make it to the house.
Right, because you're basically around, like, let me see. Yeah,
I think looking at the map, I'm around here, which is why I put
that's
that little keep
correct.
there.
Yes.
So, yeah, 60 feet to the center of the houses.
Okay.
Carrion is currently being rendered under the house, but whatever.
See if I can move it completely in the back. All right. Can Gary give me, I guess, an investigation check?
He can certainly try. 14.
14. All right. Let me tell you what Carrion sees first of all. Now that you, because Carrion is going to be the first one to really view the interior of this place.
Mhm.
So the hut is packed with old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, a wooden table, a stool, a barrel-topped wooden chest reinforced with brass bands, an iron tub stained with blood, and in the middle of the room, oh my gosh, there's a few more things. So, in the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a child sitting in it. Wait, what kind of vision does Carrion have?
Just dark vision, I think.
Okay.
Oh, he does have devil sight, but
Devil sight. Okay. The devil sight is just dark vision and magical darkness, right?
correct.
Okay. Also, there's a woman nailed to the ceiling above the crib. There's like 13 of the thing, like the iron rods, fastening her to the ceiling. You know, normal thing, girly things.
Well, I hope the
yeah.
fucking baby isn't what's powering the house. It probably is though. That seems like a pretty hag thing to do.
One
Is
more
the
thing.
woman alive? Yes.
Sorry. All the furnishings except for the crib are bolted to the floor, and beneath the crib, green light seeps up through cracks between the rotting floorboards. That's given by them as part of the description. So it would be remiss of me not to say that.
Good. Okay, good to know. Is the woman nailed to the ceiling alive?
You can't tell right now.
Gotcha.
You could tell next turn probably.
Well, probably took all his movement to get into this room, but I guess next turn he'll investigate the fucking glowing green under the crib.
Okay.
And I guess, is the door to the hut open?
The door to the hut is closed right now.
In that case, the green rock will remain motionless, in wait.
I see. Waiting for the perfect moment.
Which may never come, but we'll see.
And we'll see.
And that will be the end of Keith's turn.
All right. Next up is the Order of the Silver Dragon. These ones over here are going to make moves towards the witches. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And they're going to make some long sword attacks. Let me see if they hit. A 13 against the witches. Ooh. They are successful. They begin hacking and slashing away. These members of the Order of the Silver Dragon are going to work on the tree right here, actually. Especially as it has one of their allies in its clutches. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 14 and the 15 miss, but the nat 20 and the 24 are successful. So it's 2d6 plus 4 plus 4d6 plus 4. 36 to the tree.
Cool.
Okay. As for the ones on the left who are going to move closer, the ones that were stationed here in the rubble are focused on long range support, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Next up are the witches, who are going to let loose another barrage of fire, akin to scorching rays that sear through the air. Oh, hold on. Are you telling me these? Oh, they just barely hit. Once again, kind of turning off the regeneration for the Order of the Silver Dragon, sadly. But let's get this damage in here. The ones on the left will deal 15 fire damage. And the ones on the right, while beset upon, it will deal a 9 if they hit. Let's see if they hit. I'm rolling this one at disadvantage. The 17 will still hit, but it's not as much damage over here. It is just unfortunate that it turns off their regeneration. 9.
Man, you guys got to get in melee range already. Knock that shit off.
All right. Next up is Baba Lysaga herself, who will acknowledge the threats that you all are. And she is going to... Let me see something real quick. Ugh. All right. She looks directly at Julian, holds up a left hand, and you see strands of green begin to surround you. They wrap around you, crawling their way up to your neck. I need you to make me a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
You're good at those?
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I'm
Is-
gonna use an inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay. This is the perfect time to use it, as you'll find out afterwards. Oh. Oh. How much inspiration do you have left?
None. That was the last one.
Do you happen to remember where you got that particular point of inspiration from? It's okay if you don't.
I do not.
Okay. You take 31 necrotic damage. If you
Thank God I
can,
saved. That would have literally brought me to 1 health.
Woo!
the green strands of energy attempt to squeeze you tight, but you're able to shrug off most, kind of like in Mario Party when the Boo is trying to steal like your money and you have to press A really fast and like rapidly, kind of like that. Except this one dealt half of your health and damage. Yeah, totally the same.
Exactly the same.
What level is that spell? Like 5th or 7th or some shit?
Finger of Death is a 7th level spell. That is her only 7th level spell slot.
God, I fucking hope so. Jesus Christ.
I saw her throw cast a level 3 spell slot. I'm like, oh yeah, this seems like a high level one. I'll counter this one. I didn't realize what we were fucking with.
All right, next.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just really glad you saved on that. Just like when I saw the 62 pop up, I was like, Christ.
62. Look so full at Julian's health. 63.
Can't make this up. All right. Next up is Vladimir, who rallies his men. He'll say, "Keep at it, folks. I think we've almost brought the tree down." You look over at the tree, and the tree doesn't have the orange on it to indicate that's below half health, so you don't know what Commander Vladimir is talking about. But then if you told him that, he would also not know what you're talking about. But he can dream. He is going to do his multi-attack. 1, 27, and 2, a 19. Both hit. So I'll apply 38 damage to the tree, which is this, which means actually I take back what I said and I can put the orange indicator on it as the tree is now below half health, according to my calculations. But now the tree is up and is going to try to bring Vladimir himself. Oh, sorry, I should regenerate some of his health, as he has not taken fire damage within the last turn. It is going to squeeze even tighter around Commander Vladimir. Let's see how its first attack does. A 27, dealing 24 bludgeoning. And then, Keith, you are visible, right? You're in your form of dread. It is going to try to throw a rock at you. 27.
Okay, that could have been worse.
And you're resistant to bludgeoning, correct?
Oh yeah. Woo.
Very nice. So instead of dealing half your health, only deals a quarter of your health.
Yeah.
It is actually going to, before it does the next part of its multi-attack, it is going to begin to move. It is going to go over Vladimir and Julian. I'll go 5, 10. I'll move the others in a bit. 15, 20, 25, 30. Ending up here. So I'll put Bubble Saga there. Karen was here. The rock was here. I'm going to keep Vladimir basically here. Just going to rotate this other thing over here, the little root. All right. It seems focused on Keith, actually. Which actually, Keith, you're on the second floor, so you're kind of a little level with Bubble Saga. But until then, Julian,
Cool.
you're up.
So, okay, important question.
Yes.
Does the tree count as a construct or undead?
It's a construct. It says it's unaligned, actually. So I guess if you were to do something that involves like good or evil, it wouldn't affect it.
There are not many actions that a barbarian has access to that care about the morality of the dog. Fuck. Okay. Well. Okay. So. Annoyingly, I'm now like 5 feet away from it. So you said I can use 40 feet of movement to get on top of the hut. And is that correct?
Yes, because I'm ruling it as she's 2 stories up, which is 20 feet up, and then it'll count as difficult terrain, just so that we don't have to do some sort of convoluted way to get you up there without having to resort to alternate methods. So yeah.
Okay. Well then, I am effectively 45 feet away from Baba Saga at this point, and I have 45 feet of movement. So I'm going to climb up the roots and make my way up to Baba Saga, like panting and wheezing and trying to staple my lungs back in place.
Mm-hmm. Wait, actually, you have spider climb. You don't need to use all of the movement. I'll just say you can just use it's normal terrain for you.
Yeah, okay. Works for me. Well,
in case it matters, like you get knocked prone for some reason during this turn.
God. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna be up here next to Baba Saga. So she's a hag, right? So her typing should be Fey, right?
Let me take a look. I'm scrolling up.
She's actually an aberration.
That would also work.
Says here she's an undead construct. Weird.
I actually don't see the word Fey in her stat block.
Do you see the words undead or construct anywhere?
It says it says medium humanoid, human, shape changer, chaotic evil. Which means
humanoid, human, shapeshifter. So she's not even a Fey. She's not even a real fucking hag. So she's just a witch. Okay, that's weird. All right, whatever. This is my only option for healing. Then I'm gonna bite her.
Okay. Can you give me an active perception check as you're about to do this? Oh, okay. All right. Well, never mind then.
Yeah,
but-
never mind.
All right.
I'm
You
sure
don't
this
see
is
that
gonna
she's
be-
bleeding sulfuric acid.
If this is gonna be the thing that fucking kills this character, one,
No,
it'll be a
you're fine.
little fun. Two, God. Okay. Well, so basically, I just had to reread this entire thing.
Mhm.
I already have this set up as an attack.
Sick.
So it says that I can use my Constitution modifier instead of my Strength modifier, but I'm a barbarian, so I'm gonna be using Strength modifier. That's like cast or shit right there. It deals a whopping 1d4 piercing damage on hit. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to also, benefit from your Strength modifier, but I'm not actually 100% sure. It might
I would
actually
assume so.
I think so. It will probably be a 1d4 plus strength piercing.
Oh.
Also, I am
That's-
okay with the strength modifier instead of the con, even though it says you add and not you may add. But that seems I'm okay.
Oh,
with it.
yeah, it says you add your con modifier instead of your strength mod. Okay, so it would be your con. So yeah, by default it would be your constitution, but Lightning's letting you add strength.
Oh, works for me. As it turns out, I actually already had it set up to use my con instead of strength.
Oh, okay.
I am perfectly willing to change it over to strength to improve the damage output and the chance to hit.
At least for this fight, for sure. Take it away.
It would also let you add your rage damage.
Yeah, true.
Ooh.
All right. So, I am below half health. I did the exact math to figure it out. I am below half health, which means that I'm rolling with advantage too.
Nice.
And let's see, what was the last bit? When you attack with this bite and hit a creature that isn't a construct or undead, you can empower yourself in one of the following ways. You regain hit points equal to the piercing damage dealt by the bite, or you gain a bonus to the next ability check or attack roll you make. But that's a fucking noob trap, so I'm going to use that to heal. You can empower yourself with this bite a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. This is the first time I've ever used this move, because it's always been a dumb idea.
Well,
Okay, so it's
he's
like
always fought
Smite.
undead.
It's
I've
like
also
Smite, where
already
you can,
fought undead.
where you don't have to expend it unless you hit with the bite.
Correct.
Very nice.
But because I am below half health, I'm rolling at advantage. So let's see if this hits. 21.
21 hits.
Cool. I am going to empower it at this point,
Mhm.
and I'm going to heal for 8 piercing damage.
All right. I will go ahead and apply the same amount of damage to her specifically.
Sweet. I am no longer below half health, and as such, I am not going to be using that a second time. I am instead, because that actually, actually heal for 10 because of the 2 rage bonus damage that we forgot about.
Okay.
Aha!
Applied.
I got. And I'm just going to hit her with Bestial Claw now, twice.
Okay.
As my second attack for what the fuck is it? For extra attack. Where is that on my list? There it is. So, Bestial Claw 1, 25. God, I wish I was I wish I was reckless attacking now.
All right. 25 hits.
I made my choice. That's 8 slashing damage plus 2 for the rage. And 20.
20 hits.
6 more slashing damage plus 2 for the rage.
Okay. Let's see. 6. Okay. All right. Anything else from you while I switch over the music?
Nope. Julian splints up the fucking tree straight at her. And I know I rolled these attacks in the opposite order, but I'm just gonna say, like, he runs up, jams his hand directly into Babalasaga's stomach
Oof.
for the false claw attack, grips onto her and yanks for the second one, and as he like pulls her in, he goes to like bite her on the throat for the bite attack.
I see. Nice. Well, for the bite attack, Keith, can you roll me a perception check at disadvantage? Because despite the fact you are the same level as her, this is more of a micro expression that you might not necessarily. Didn't realize I had scrolled up there.
Stop
15.
calling for these perception attacks when I do these perception checks when I do things.
Okay.
You want to try it again?
No. You knew what I was saying.
Yes.
You notice that the expression on Babalasaga's face as Julian came in for the bite was not one of fear or surprise. It was something else.
She's into vampires. Okay.
All right,
Good to know.
Yes. Anything else from you, Julian, before she takes her legendary action?
I don't like that. I don't like hearing that. Actually, so
I don't like that.
I'm just gonna not end my turn. Your
That's what happened in my session earlier today, because the monk used a thing to like, they can't take reactions or something until the end of her next turn, and then she died, like instantly, because the power word kill, and so she's like, well, I don't have a turn anymore because I'm dead, so clearly it's indefinite on him.
I can respect that.
Okay. Well, Julian, as Keith's turn is encroaching ever closer, she is going to spend her only 8th level spell slot on you at the end of your turn and cast Power Word Stun. The other power word that Bralef didn't bring up.
I did bring it up.
Oh, you did? Sorry, I thought you said heal and something else. All right.
I said heal and stun.
50 hit points or fewer, it is stunned. Just flat out. Okay.
Yeah.
But don't worry.
The stun target must make otherwise spell has no effect. Stun target must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of its turns on a successful save. This time. I'm sorry, it just lasts until I save.
Yep.
Yeah, at least 6
It's an 8th level
seconds.
spell.
You hear her say before Keith takes his turn, like she'll growl and say, not in a weird lightning way, but like in a villain way, like I can bite too. But Keith, you're up. You see that Julian has like stopped like unexpectedly. Like the house is swaying a little, so you expect him to kind of like, well, actually, I was going to say, like, lean against the direction the house is going so as not to fall off, but then I remembered that he has spider climb anyway, so it doesn't matter, but you sense his movements are off.
Gotcha. Well, let me look at my... because I could have tried to counterspell, but I didn't think of it. Let's see.
Oh, I mean, if you would like to, because nothing has happened since then, and it is your turn.
It is, but it's an 8th level spell, so I'd have to roll pretty high, right?
Yes, that is part of the reason why I'm willing to, like, let that happen, because it's not guaranteed. It's all up to the dice.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. What do you think, Coffee?
Depends how high would you have to roll for it?
I get to add my charisma to it, so it'd be a +4, but I'd have to roll an 18. So it would be less than 50% chance of success.
And that would be your last spell slot, I assume.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to stop the music.
I guess technically I do have the Pact Keeper rod, but...
It's a DC 17 con save. That's not impossible for me.
You probably have like a +7, don't you?
I have exactly a +7.
Okay, well that's... You'll probably be fine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a 50% chance that I can end the stun next turn, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'll probably be fine.
I guess I will say, because you're stunned, you count as incapacitated, which means should she choose to turn towards you, it attacks her at advantage, right? Hold on, let me double check the incapacity.
Attacks against Julian are currently at advantage.
Okay, but yeah, it's up to you. You can hold off on the counter spell and take your turn as normal, or you can attempt to go through with it. I am cool either way. All right, and we're back. On my end, I had just asked you, Bralef. Hey, I'm cool either way. If you want to have done the counter spell, that's fine. But if you want to pass on it and start your turn, that's cool too.
I'll pass on it.
All right, you'll pass on it. Okay, well,
And then
yes, take it away.
I also asked, but I think it was after you had dropped. So you mentioned that she was a humanoid shape changer, but Keith probably wouldn't know that she's a shape changer.
Right. The shape changer aspect was meta information. I don't think she's done anything about her yet.
I don't think so.
But,
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that you might get the chance to soon.
No, that's fine. In that case, for now, he will simply keep commanding his shadow to attack her. Well, that sucks.
Unfortunate.
And again.
All right.
That'll be 15 necrotic damage.
All right.
And she'll have to make that wisdom save.
All right. Let's see this wisdom save right here.
Oh, getting closer, but no.
As the shadow shoots out to strike her, you'll see that she actually... You said it was 15 necrotic?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you'll see that she briefly explodes into a cloud, a swarm of insects of what appear to be flies, before reforming as her actual self. She looks at you and chuckles, and you hear her say, "That only tickled a little."
He says,
Yeah.
Well, with his bonus action, he'll command Carrion. Oh. And Carrion will go investigate under that crib.
Right. Sorry, I might have to restart the music. It is not playing for me.
That's fine.
Give me just a sec. Oh, what? It's because I don't think I've restarted Roll20 since the issues. So let me pause here real quick. Back with a refresh Roll20, and let me get her music going, as she is now... she was taking it all seriously before, but she's definitely taking it all seriously even more now. So Carrion is deep within the hut. I'm assuming you're flying down under the crib, ready to check out this green light down there?
Correct.
All right. Can you give me an additional investigation roll at this time? The cries of the baby are a little loud, and they are getting to you. But you are closer, and you sense the energy coming from below. Karen, the house is kind of moving back and forth. A little difficult at this time, but perhaps next time you'll find out something new. All right, anything else from y'all?
That'll be it for me.
All right, next up is the Order of the Silver Dragon. They will continue to hack away at the tree here. Let me go ahead and get their rolls to hit. That is going to be 4 of these 7s to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 3 will hit. Let me go ahead and get their damage going. It is this time 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. 3. That is a total of 37 damage to the tree. slowly but surely, the Order of the Silver Dragon members on the left have begun to completely overwhelm the witches that they have come across here. Let me go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As have these. They will no longer be levying scorching rays against the rest of the ones on the left, but the ones on the right will try their best to keep up the assault. I'm going to have them roll their scorching rays at disadvantage because they're beset upon by their enemies, and their 10s mean their scorching rays will go wide, which means that the Order of the Silver Dragon is beginning to regenerate again. We are at the top of a new round. Baba Lysaga looks at her new prey. And, oh, I gotta open up her sheet again. She is going to start her multi-attack. She grips it tightly with both hands and strikes you with a 27 and 4 bludgeoning, I believe.
This is targeted at me.
Yes, sorry, it's at you, Julian, correct.
All right. Yeah, that does hit, and okay. So 4 bludgeoning damage. Woohoo.
17, that I believe, does that hit?
Hits.
Just hits, so 5 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
And a 23 for another 5 bludgeoning.
Come on. And there goes all that healing.
She'll ask you, where'd you put my skull?
I would respond in a sarcastic and belittling manner, but I am stunned and I don't think I can actually do that right now.
True. That is correct. With the end of her turn, which I feel like she could have used more effectively on someone else, but she couldn't. She and I both couldn't resist the opportunity. Vladimir is up, and he is going to begin his string of attacks. Let me go ahead and pull up his sheet, so I have to pull it back up again. He is going to multi-attack this tree. Man, I think he should have moved into a flanking position first. That nat 1 is unfortunate. Let me go ahead and get the nat 1 indicator going here. And the 11 too. He is slowly, he's trying his best. Let me regenerate his health at least, but he's starting to grow weary from exhaustion, which is the perfect time for the tree to take advantage of his weakness. So the tree itself is going to take action. First of all, it is going to throw a rock at... Oh, actually, it should be at disadvantage, shouldn't it? If it tries to throw a rock at Keith. It is going to move first. Since Keith, you are up there, it is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20... 25, 30 to get even closer to you. Let me move everyone else accordingly. It is going to attempt to strike at you and hit you with a root as you are within range.
Uh-oh. Yep.
A 20 to hit.
All right. That's 15 damage. Got it.
It is also going to continue its assault against Vladimir specifically. It is going to hit him with 1 root, a 31 for 28, and a second root with a natural 20.
How's our boy looking?
So it was fun.
Let's see. So 34 and 26 together is 60, plus the 28 is 88 damage. He is still up. Let me do the math here real quick. 88 plus 3. Oh my gosh. He is below. Let me do the quick math. 8-6. He is exactly at a quarter health. He spits up some sort of fluid, but I'm not sure if blood is really a thing undead people do. And he'll say, it's almost down. All right. Over to Julian. As your turn ends, go ahead and give me that con save. a successful save. Anything you like to say as you emerge from being stunned?
No, I can't think of anything clever.
It's up your ass.
What?
Answering her question.
Oh, right, because in-game it was probably only like 2 seconds ago, because an entire round is 6 seconds, so she had asked you where the skull was. All right, I'll take that.
And I think I lost my wage.
Oh,
No, you wouldn't lose it.
yeah,
Took
you got
damage.
attacked,
Oh, wait, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Or is it-
Thank God.
I'm
I
suspicious.
guess.
Because I hope incapacitation doesn't remove it, but nope, unconscious. Taken damage since then. I guess you're good. All right, Keith, you're up.
All right. You know what? Keith is going to use an action to activate his Rod of the Pact Keeper and restore a spell slot.
Ooh.
I believe it's an action to do that. And he will actually, let me check. Do I need to keep using my bonus action to command carry? And I think I do. Yeah, looks like it. So yeah. He'll simply brace himself and mentally command Carrion to keep looking around.
All right, I need Karen to give me. Well, oh, I know I would normally ask you for an investigation check, but if you'd like, you can. Well, I guess if you're more of like on a scouting mission, you can give me your choice of investigation, or you can try to, I don't know, peck at the floor or something. Or,
I mean,
if you want to add insult to
yeah.
injury, you could just attack that lady that's nailed to the ceiling with the 13 iron rods that are piercing her straight into it. But yeah, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah, if I can use my attack, that's a higher roll than investigation.
All right. A 17. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that is fine or smashed by. Okay, give me your damage.
All right.
There's a specific number that you need to. Oh.
I assume it's immune to poison, whatever I'm hitting.
Let me see actually. Because the hut itself, because I feel like it's part of the hut. Oh, damage immunity is poison. Unfortunate. You sense Carrion has broken through half of the floorboards. So while you can't reach anything that's down below, you see, what is this below? A 3-foot deep cavity containing. Let me
The
see.
heart of the hut.
There's. Hold on. There should be. There is. Wait, is this chest not in? Oh, the chest is. Oh. You see
The chest is in the...
No. So I think in a previous group I put the chest in here, but the chest is actually out in because if you scroll up at the description, I said a barrel-topped wooden chest or something like. Actually, I might not have pasted. Oh no, it is reinforced with
no, you
brass
pasted
bands.
it.
Yeah, okay. So I accidentally put the chest treasure in there. Anyway, there is a glowing gem that you can just almost reach. Sorry, not yet. You need to deal extra damage. Unfortunately, you didn't deal enough. Looking at your damage value, I guess you couldn't have. It's a 2-turn endeavor. Also, out of curiosity, what are Carrion's stats? AC and health.
He's an imp mechanically, so he has 10 hit points, 13 armor class, plus 5 to hit. What else do you need?
I think that's good enough for me. Okay, interesting. Oh, I really want to give it to you, but you might have to hold out another turn. Anything else?
If you want to give it to me, you could say, "Oh, he's tiny, so he could fit into the smaller hole." Then.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he tiny?
Imps are tiny, I believe. Yes.
All right. So normally it says here, the floorboards can be ripped up with a successful DC 14 strength check or smashed by dealing 10 damage to them. But I'm going to rule that because you are tiny, 5 is enough for Carrion to sneak through. So you can definitely reach into the cavity and snatch the gem if you would like.
Yeah, sure.
I did not mean to. It sounds like that was a leading thing of me to say. I do apologize.
Oh, good. I mean, I was probably going to grab it, yeah.
So, the cavity sprouts wooden teeth, becoming a mouth that bites anything that's trying to remove the gem. I need
That makes
Karen
sense.
to succeed on a DC 20 dexterity saving throw that is as written and is not modified by me.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
Actually, what
Ah.
is the bonus to this? This is a little unfair. Oh, 3. It's not impossible. All right. Sorry, what was Carrion's health again?
10. Though he does have resistance to physical damage.
He has resistance to physical damage. He only takes 5 damage from getting bit.
All right, gotcha.
It is piercing damage. It tells me you failed to obtain the gem, but I'm sure you'll succeed soon. All right, anything else?
I see. That'll do it for me.
All right. The Order of the Silver
Carrion
Dragon
will
is up.
telepathically communicate this information to Keith.
Nice. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The Order continues to move in. The witches have pretty much been incapacitated for the most part, so I will go ahead and remove them from initiative. But these ones are still working on the tree itself. So let me go ahead and 2, 3, 4. 3 hits out of 4 connect as usual. Let me go ahead and get their damage in over here. 2d6 plus 4. 1, 2. Oh Christ. Oh. They're starting to feel the exhaustion of fighting the big tree. They only deal 26 damage, which I'm applying right now. Baba Lasaiga herself is up. She sees that Julian is moving again, so she is not necessarily ready to continue trying to hit you with her quarterstaff. She's gonna hold off on it, and instead, she is going to cast Crown of Madness on it. What? Excuse me. Is it not? Why is it not? Huh. Y'all are still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got worried I disconnected again for a sec. I'm trying
You
to...
did have a blip of internet all the way over. It sounded like you disconnected and reconnected. Like, so, for a split sec, so it's possible that your internet
Yeah,
fucked
blipped
up
again.
and messed with your roll 20 again.
Yeah, that is true and unfortunate. So, Julian, are you immune to the charmed condition by a chance?
Yes.
Did you say Crown of Madness?
Yes. A second level spell. I don't think you cannot upcast it. So yeah, you see that she forms her hands into some sort of crown, and you see red like spikes form around Julian's head before I make the save. Are you attempting to counterspell it before I ask Julian to actually go through with the DC 17 wisdom saving throw?
Let's
Give
see.
me one moment. I just want to check pulse just to see if I am.
I don't think you are, but let me ask.
Specify any? Does it specify any particular creature types that are?
Yeah, it has to be humanoid.
Humanoid.
Because I am undead. I am not human.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not explicitly. I'm not explicitly. Yeah.
No, makes sense.
Into charm effects, but it does. This
Yeah.
thing does specify that my creature type changes to undead.
That-
not I gain undead also.
Sure. Yeah, it's kind of like how she is humanoid and is not undead or fae. So, okay. Sure. I will just Oh, I know what to do. Instead, you see that she is taking her hands and she's waving them around her as mist begins to congeal around her, and she attempts to use her bonus action to cast Misty Step. She's looking over at you, Keith, in case you want to counterspell it, but I imagine you don't. I'm not saying you will, but perhaps you won't.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Let me go ahead and move her over.
Do we see where she moves?
Let me do the math here real quick. If that's this square here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, she appears right up here behind you.
Ah!
And she actually is going to leave. She'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to...
just looking for the fucking call.
He's going to take the dash action and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I should have had her teleport a floor up, honestly. All right, Vladimir is up, and he's going to continue working on the tree. Let me go ahead and open up his sheets, get his multi-attack going. A successful 23 and an unsuccessful 14 means he will deal 11 slashing to the tree. Next up is the hut itself. Oh, actually, where did he go? Oh, he's over there. Ooh, it has a chance, seeing that he's weakened. Although I am going to regenerate his health before I forget. The tree will make its multi-attack. First, it will hurl... it will just bring up a root and try to, like, kind of uppercut Vladimir into the air. With an unsuccessful 16, he holds his ground. It will try again with a different roots. It successfully knocks him up into the air. He is not looking good. One good root hit will knock him unconscious. With -7 health, Vladimir does eventually pass out, and he lands off to the side, his armor clattering as he rolls over and over. Julian, over to you.
Heath is gonna call out, I think she's going for the skull. But also, Carrion is trying to rip out the house's heart, which will probably kill it. So it's your call.
I mean, at this range, I don't think I have the ability to catch up to all.
I think technically because the house is high enough, you are actually, if you look at the platform that Keith is on, you are only 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away from him. You're like 20 feet to his right. Like, let me see if I can get a ruler going. You're like here in comparison. So you actually could just hop over.
Fair enough. I need to get a running start to be able to jump that. Because my so when you get a running start, you can jump your strength score, which is 18 for me. So I'd probably still need to make some kind of check. But fair enough. Yeah, I guess I might as well get a yeah, I'll get a running start and try to jump over to where Keith is up here.
All right.
Do I need to make any checks for that?
You can give me your choice of athletics or acrobatics. Okay. I will take the advantage because of the fact you've got like spider climb. So there's like, as the tree is moving around, you know, you kind of like walk over to the side, vertical or horizontal to the ground, and then hop
He would
off.
have advantage anyway because he's raging.
You get advantage on athletics for that?
Yes. Strength checks and saves.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Wait, strength checks and
That's 20
saves? Oh, like strength-based checks. I see. Right? Is that what you mean?
Yes, an athletics check is an athletics parentheses strength check.
I see. Okay. Well, as Julian has the latest nat 20, I'll go ahead and change that to you here. You're actually able to leap off, so I will give you an additional 10 feet of movement.
Yay. Alright, so it's like 10 feet to get here. And let's see. So I had to get 10 feet of running start, and then it was 20 feet to land here. So, let's see. So I should have 15 feet left. So 5, 10, 15, and then I guess I'll dash. Go 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15. Is there anything that needs to be revealed up here?
Yeah, let me reveal this section for you. It's actually the second floor. You can see that atrium that you were in before.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Motherfucker. Alright, well, that's going to be the end of my turn then.
All right. Keith, you are up. You and Carrion. Take it away.
Alright.
That time I neither attacked. Did I get hit? I didn't get hit. I didn't get hit and I didn't attack, so I think I did actually lose my rage this time.
Let's see. Yeah, since the end of your
Damn.
yeah, since the end of your last turn. I think. On. Yeah, people always think it's if you haven't attacked this turn, but it's since your last turn. Let me check. Or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. Okay, yeah. Alright. Just trying to measure with these 10 feet squares. 5, 10, 15, 20. Hold on. Let me make sure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, fuck it. Keith's shadow will suddenly will suddenly dissipate and reappear under him and will lunge toward the hag.
Okay.
He hopes that the guys outside can handle the tree for the time being, or that Carrion can.
Yep.
Damn. Fuck.
Oh. You feel like the shadow would have connected, but she sinks deeper into the shadows. Wait, do you have dark vision?
I have devil sight.
You have devil sight. I see. Okay. It's just like, it hits the thing because she's about to go up the stairs. So you feel like it would have hit her if it weren't for the height that the stairs would have given her.
Gotcha. Alright, well, he'll just command Carrion to try doing whatever he's doing. So.
All right, then let's go ahead and take it back down to Carrion downstairs. I'm so sorry that the AC is so high, but let's say because you've attempted it once, you're a little bit more familiar. Why don't you give me another, I think it's a dexterity. Let me check the hut entry. It is a DC. Yes, go ahead and give me another dexterity saving throw for Carrion to avoid the teeth of the cavity within the hut.
I'll give it a try. Hiya!
Oh, I didn't even need to lower the DC.
Let's fucking go!
All right, let me read this description again. On a successful save, the creature claims the stone without getting bitten. Removing the gem from the hut renders the hut incapacitated, and thus the hut slumps down to the ground, completely motionless.
I'm gonna count that as a kill.
Mm-hmm. No, it's cheating.
I'll put an asterisk next to it. What's her name? Baba Lasagna or something?
Bob Lasagna. All right. Anything else from you or Carrion?
No, that'll do it.
Okay.
I guess Carrion will like use his movement to exit the hut, and we'll try and catch up with the other two. So it'd probably put him like here-ish.
Okay. You know what? Out of curiosity, I looked at her. Oh no, it's the same speed. Okay, never mind. I was looking at her speed in swarm form. The swarm does have lower speed, but then I saw the thing where it says that her flying speed is the same as her current speed.
Amazing.
But yeah, that's it from you, right?
Yep.
All right. As the Order of the Silver Dragon is finishing things outside, Baba Lysaga herself will go 5, 10, disappear. Let me track her movement on the other floor. So she went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Takes the dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is she really? Does she not have anything else? Oh. Oh, she has another Misty Step. Oh my gosh.
No, she doesn't.
It doesn't.
All right. Let me go back to your page. Julian, you are up.
Grumble, grumble.
I am sorry to make you chase her like this.
25 to get upstairs.
Yes, let me drop your token on the same spot, but wait, what is your health at right now?
28.
Aha. Strange. I guess I'll just adjust and why is this one not? I will let I'll leave it to you. The token here is being weird.
Yes, they always do. It's always annoying as hell. God damn it. Is it 25, 30, 35, 40,
Mhm.
45. Son of a bitch. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, well, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Let me bring us back to the other floor and we'll go over to Keith.
All right.
How does she even know where it is? God damn it.
I mean, we established that she knows exactly where it is.
I spent the downtime scraping those runes off.
That is correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Keith.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
No, I was just gonna ask you to go.
Keith is gonna. Oh boy. So how much movement is it gonna take me to get up to that
15,
floor?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's 55 to get to like
Vision of her.
like no, this portion of the same floor above.
Okay.
Because it's like 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Alright, okay.
You could try to cut her off too, theoretically. But
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
let me reveal this area that you are already familiar with, just so you can perhaps consider that. Not saying you have to one way or the other, but I'm just putting that on the table. Should you decide to do so?
Yeah. So, from what I could tell, based on Keith's knowledge, it seems as though she is going towards the skull. Would that be a fair assumption?
Yes.
Alright. Keith is going to say, fuck it. 5, 10, 15, 20. Grab Carrion and dimension door over to the skull.
Oh. Okay. Once again, I am blindsided by the usage of Dimension Door. Very interesting. Julian, where did you put your pet for safekeeping while the battle was ensuing?
Probably in the room where we've been long resting, if I had to guess. So I think heal.
Okay. All right. I'll keep.
I don't know if that's actually the. I think that is the room that we've been long resting in.
That is the room. Yeah, that's correct.
So then, yeah.
All right.
Sniffles would be there.
All right. Keith, I put you there for now. I don't have Carrion there, but in the interest of keeping things rolling, just imagine he's by you on. Oh, let me reveal where you are. So you startle Sir Godfrey, who is putting the finishing touches on the skull. It's like, oh, you scared the. Well, he like stops it because he's not like, you know how people say, oh, scared the spirits out of me, scared the life out of me, but he's undead.
Yeah.
All right, back to you.
All right. I'll say she's coming for the skull. I don't know how she knows, but she's coming. And to remind me, if I go down these stairs, where will they lead? Will it be here?
Here, sorry, let me reveal that portion. Just so if you go down the stairs, it leads to here. Yes, which is out. Yeah, in a manner where it connects to like here.
Okay. So not that Keith would know this, but like the flight of stairs that the hag is currently climbing up will eventually lead to here.
Yeah, so she's gonna come out the doors that are. Let me show you the ruler. Hopefully, you can see this. She's gonna come out these doors. She's at this case right now. She's gonna go 5, 10, 15. With 20 feet, she'll be out here, and then she's gonna make her way inside the tower and up.
I see. So I probably overshot it. I think it's like 20 feet of movement, so I'll go 25. Oops, 25, 30. And I'll just keep an eye out. Carrion, he'll command. Will turn invisible with his action before I forget. And will use 60 feet of movement to just fly down and... see, 5, 10, 15... 20, doesn't see her yet. So he'll go... Oops, 25, 30, 35, 40. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, sorry about all the different levels at play. I actually envisioned perhaps. What's up?
Now when he's here, he could just fly over the railing and travel straight down.
That is true. Yes, he could just fly straight down.
All right. So for the sake of expediency, I think he could get like here-ish on his turn.
That's interesting.
Not he doesn't know where she is, but he's just trying to keep as much of an eye out.
Yeah.
And I'll end my turn.
All right. Next up is Baba Lysaga herself. She will go 5, 10, 15, which puts her at a similar spot up top. She's going to use her free action to open the door. So go 20, 25, 30. She is going to firebolt the door open. Because she doesn't have a free action to open another door, and she could just dash, but then it would just get her up to the door. She's just like prepping it beforehand, and then she'll continue to make the dash. Julian, you're up.
Oh, wait, where on the fuck am I now?
You are currently on the 3rd floor, the same floor where you kicked Commander Vladimir Horngard's ass, and you sense she's at least made her way up to the 4th floor.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and if my understanding is correct, that puts me here?
Yeah, that's 25, still. The door is wide open, because she used her free action to open it.
25, 40, 45, fuck you. Okay. Bonus action to rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was going to try to heal off her, but she doesn't seem to be interested in combat at this point. So instead, I'm gonna just try to fucking kill her. I should also ask. I'm sorry that I'm not great at keeping track of this. It doesn't seem to come up all that often in this campaign. But twist out as a reminder, she is neither undead nor a construct, right?
That's
so I should have
correct.
been gaining Fury points this whole time that every time I fought her,
Oh
right?
shit! Yeah. All right.
I
Fup
don't
it
know
up.
how many that is, but that should still be like at my maximum of 4 because I've definitely hit her at least 4 times by now.
Okay. 4 fup. Time to fup her up.
Let's see. Gotta fucking double check this every time as well. I don't get to use them all that often. 1 sec. Any creature with a melee attack, you may use this ability before damage is dealt. If you do so, you may add 1d6 of the same damage as your weapon to the result. If this ability is used, no fury points are generated for this attack. Okay. So I'm gonna. I have no idea where her health is at this point, but again, fuck it. I'm gonna reckless attack.
Okay.
For Spellforce. I'm gonna swing at her with Damnation at advantage.
All right. The 22 hits.
Great. I'm gonna burn 1 point for Calculated Strike. So that is 9 slashing damage from Damnation, 5 slashing damage from Calculated Strike, and 2 slashing damage for my Rage bonus.
Okay. As you connect, let me see. This is 14, 16. As you connect, she's like quickly like transforms temporarily into that cloud of insects again before reforming. She doesn't have a smug look on her face when she reforms, but more of a one of like what's like the expression, the emotion for like narrowly avoiding like a scrape, perhaps a little bit of panic on her face.
Gotcha. God, I hope she can only do that once in a single fucking turn. Next up is Bestial Claw at advantage. 23.
23 hits.
Alright, using another Fury point. Calculated Strike. Oh, come on, man. Don't do me like that. So that's 6 slashing, 7 slashing with Calculated Strike, and 9 slashing total with the Rage bonus.
Okay. 9 slashing. Let me apply that.
She's not gonna like turn invisible, like teleport away, or remove herself from initiative and activate her out of combat health regen or anything, right?
Not the last one.
Of course. And for my last attack, Bestial Claw, 26.
26 hits.
Come on, man, so close to a crit. 9 slashing, Calculated Strike also. 6 and okay,
17.
cool.
Very nice. Solid damage. You see that she is breathing laboriously. She doesn't look like she can hold out much longer.
Stand still and die. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right. That's the end of your turn. She is going to... You'll see wisps of mist circle around her. And you'll see that she will have reappeared up here. Sorry, it's like more like here because it has to be a spot she can see. Keith, you're up. Carrion probably did see her disappear because the door has been like exploded wide open. And Keith, you heard a thumping coming from... She's up there. It's on your floor. It's like nearby to your southwest.
Yeah, I only have to move like, see, like 5, and I can already pretty much see her.
Technically, well, you can see the door behind which the sound came from.
Okay. 10. Let's see. I like open the door from a step away so that I'm not within 5 feet. It's fine. I'll just get up close and open it.
Oh, so close. All right. You see the scowling face of a beaten, haggard Baba Lysaga. She doesn't look like she's out for the count just yet, and she looks like she is ready. Should you try anything foolish?
Mm-hmm. I'll take a step back, provoking an opportunity attack.
Ooh, clever. She'll not use an opportunity attack on you because she wants to save her reaction for something else.
He will try and Shadow Strike her. "12 necrotic damage.
Okay. She will temporarily form into a cloud of insects
Mm-hmm.
before reforming as herself.
3 force damage. Carrion will fly up however many feet.
10 feet from
Okay.
that other floor.
And will, I guess, try and set up a flank with Julian, assuming he can reach. And will attempt to invisibly peck her, giving him advantage.
Ooh.
14 misses.
Let me double check. Yes, just barely. Right. Okay. Unfortunate. Carrion is visible now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Oh, and she would have had to make a wisdom save against fear.
Ooh. Okay. Here's her wisdom save. Oh, it will be the 10.
Then she's frightened of me. Which means she can't move closer.
All right, let me put the frightened indicator.
You heard the man. Die! As his shadow will loom above her.
All right.
And he will pass his turn.
Yes. Let me look at the frightened condition again. Disadvantage on disability checks and can't willingly move closer. The frightened condition definitely throws a kink into her plans. Let me check a few things.
Bumble, my axe is gonna throw a kink into her spine.
Oh, wait a minute.
She is going to spend... No, because then you do your turn right away. Sorry, that was a good move.
I just realized I have 3 forms of dread for long rest because it's proficiency bonus. I don't think I've run out of them, but it's good to remember.
Oh, I know what to do. Wait, moving closer. Willingly move closer. She is going to expend a 3rd level spell slot to Misty Step past you? Hold on. I gotta talk this over with you all. So she's trying to move specifically here onto the map.
Mm-hmm.
She's not traveling through you. She's trying to reappear behind you, and it would not be closer to you, but it is in your direction.
So, I'm pretty sure that the way Misty Step walks is mechanically it's a teleport, but what's happening in the world is that you are turning to mist and just moving very quickly in a given direction. Kind of more of a blink than a proper teleport.
Let me look at the
So,
Misty Steps. spell.
personally, if I were DM and I had to, I'm potentially shooting myself in the foot by saying this for future campaigns. I think I would personally rule like Misty stepping through something's space as still technically moving towards it. If she had the option to like Misty step just directly upward to prevent that, I would personally say that would work, but that's just me.
I did come across this. But I want to check something else logistically on. I know that I'm asking through or beyond, and this is more like closer. But I want to see angles and what the windows above are comprise. Arched windows. Uh-oh.
How damaged does she look, by the way?
She looks very damaged. I'm trying to think. Out of curiosity, can you roll with the damage for the profane peck? Actually, it probably wouldn't have been of. Let me see if she can take poison.
Everything's immune to poison damage.
If she had failed the save and Carrion hadn't missed. Oh wait. No. Still, never mind. She looks pretty bad. Carrion would not have been able to defeat her.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
So she is actually going to, because she's outside, she will look up a floor, and then she will expend a 4th level spell slot higher than the regular one for Misty Step and teleport right here through the window.
So you still have a counter spell.
Oh, okay.
I do, but I was probably not going to use it on it.
It would be a really funny way to invalidate all of Lightning's efforts, though, too.
Yeah. I would have to roll, though, since she used a higher level spell slot, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh, you know what's funny? She only used the higher level spell slot because she's out of 3rd level, or the lower level. No, it's a 3rd level. You wouldn't have to roll. Right? Because it's 3rd level and below?
I think if you use a higher level spell slot, I don't know.
I think it counts as a. I think that's the intention. If you use a higher level spell slot, it counts
a spell
as
of.
like a higher
I believe that is the case.
Spell.
4th level or higher. I think it's counted. It's a 3rd level or lower spell, so I think it would have failed automatically.
Gotcha. But no, I'll leave it.
Okay. All right. So she still is frightened of you, and you hear her talk upstairs. You hear she's making some sort of exchange with Sir Godfrey, who is also responding animatedly back and has drawn a weapon.
Cool.
Julian. Over to you while I pull up Sir Godfrey Gwillem's initiative and make it visible.
You might as well just walk up the fucking wall to reach her.
Honestly, yeah, good point.
People just call out, she teleported up.
How high up is this window from me right now, Lightning?
From you, it's 5, 10, 15, and then 10, 20. It's 20 feet above you.
Cool.
And does it have an open ceiling or not?
I mean, it's got a window right there.
Yeah, fair enough.
It has a window that, yeah, it's got the window. It doesn't have an open ceiling. That's part of the reason why she had to attempt to go through
That makes
there.
sense. No, yeah. No.
Okay. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move 20 feet uphill
Yeah, through the window.
along the
Yep.
wall.
Nice.
Uh,
Oh yeah, she
Do I
would have
have to
moved
roll
close
anything to-
afterwards.
do I have to roll anything to break the window?
Yes, your choice of athletics or an attack roll. Each window consists of a lead latticework fitted with small panes of transparent glass.
Fuck.
But depending on if the roll is high enough, we can make things happen. Like maybe it was weak around like the edges, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, fair enough. I'm gonna reckless attack then,
All right.
and I'll use my axe. 22.
22 will hit. Go on and give me the damage.
8 slashing damage, +2 for H.
Okay. Any other modifiers to that? Or just a 10?
If you would allow it, I'll use my last calculated strike.
Oh, like on the window?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just need this stupid window to break.
Okay. Yes. Do it. Okay. So while 2 isn't much, because the fact it's a calculated strike means you're able to quickly see at a glance the weak points of this lead lattice work that has the glass in it, and you see that, time and age and wear has loosened it in those particular places. So you're able to break through, completely revealing this room to the outdoors, at which point the birds like squawk in surprise, and you have your opening.
Right. I'm gonna move in here.
Would you like to flank with him?
So, I mean, I don't need to. I already have.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because of reckless, yeah.
But you could give him advantage.
I'm hoping.
I don't
kill
know if Bubble Saga will survive to see Sir Godfrey's turn, but we'll see. We'll see.
You're right.
How low would you say the attack? How low would you say her health looks?
I will
like?
say that the damage that. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Carrion's attack also would have triggered her little situation with the flies. And I did indicate that the damage that Carrion would have output with a successful, like her failing the poison save, would still not be enough to kill her. So she's not.
She has at least 20 health, and she can still use her reaction to that. I'm assuming is having the damage. So.
Oh wait. Let me be clear. That having the damage or whatever was taking into consideration the 7 and the 13. So
Gotcha.
she has more than 10.
Okay.
But how much more?
Okay.
You have 1 more attack or 2 if you use your claws, right?
Yeah. Exactly. So, I wanted to know if I could potentially kill her by biting her.
Oh, unlikely.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate. Okay, fine. I will hit her with Bestial Claw again at advantage.
All right. 26 is successful.
That is 7 slashing damage.
Okay. She briefly dissipates into a cloud of insects, of flies, and reforms.
Bad move. Because that attack
Was the
generates a
weaker
fury
one.
point.
Oh,
Aha!
okay.
And now I'm going to Bestial Claw again. Oh, you fucking kidding me? So annoying. It's always the really fun ones.
Oh,
It's always the really
that's rough.
fun ones that miss.
I wish Sir Godfrey had some sort of like reverse shield, or had positioned himself into like
He's
a
a
more
war cleric,
advantageous
plus
position.
10.
Let me
I
double
don't
check.
think I have anything. I don't think I have anything with
Bonus
healing points
action.
that will change that.
Bonus action. Action. I don't think he has any reactions. Bonus action.
Oh yeah, I really gotta remember about this shit. Every single time I hit someone with any of my melee attacks, it's slashing damage, and that should be reducing people's movement by 10. That would have made a hell of a fucking difference in this fight.
Oh, absolutely.
God, it's a fucking strike instead of reflex and then general dexterity. No! God damn it. It's the end of my tone.
All right, Keith. You're up.
All right, Keith will go.
Had a really
5,
fun kill.
10.
too.
Yeah, it was
15.
like badass the way you walked up the tower, broke through the window. Ah,
Sean. All right, he's gonna try and finish her off with Shadow Strike. That's a miss. That's a hit.
wait, why was the first one? Oh, because you're rolling normal. Okay.
So that's
Yeah, she'll go
Yeah.
ahead and like explode into a cloud of insects and reform.
she does have to make a wisdom save, which she'll probably succeed, but it's worth a try.
All right, let's see. Bambala Saga, wisdom save, a 19.
Yep. And oh wait, I forget. Is this weighs 250 pounds, right?
That is correct, yes.
And how much can I drag? You can push or drag 30 times your strength score. So I'm just gonna drag it 5 feet back.
Okay. Go ahead and move, and I'll move it with you. She claws at it, and looks upset at you.
Bonus action. Carrion is gonna fly up, flank with Gwillem. And come on. 16 to hit. Not bad damage.
That is not bad damage. Let's see this con save from her. Wait, is she?
Hags have really shitty con saves.
She's not a hag.
Oh, yeah. That fails!
That does fail. I'm sorry to.
Ah!
I'm sorry that. What is this? 18 total.
Yep.
Okay. And wait, this is a melee attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she is on her last limbs. You see that like green like smoke is emitting from her pores. It is quite a sight to see. She gets down onto one knee. She begins glowing in green light. She is growling in anger. She is still up for now. I can safely say she won't be up for much longer, but anything else from you and Carrion?
I will end my turn.
All right. Now, Sir Godfrey is, despite being a higher up in the Order of the Silver Dragon, is focused primarily on keeping the skull of his beloved former leader out of Babala Saga's clutches, and will move here. And he is going to take his, let me check his weapon again. It is a long sword, and he is going to like form it down, forming a line of lights across as if it were a wall across. It's like, think of it like a little fire light situation, trying to prevent her from getting closer to the skull.
Nice.
And he'll say, "You're not going to get your hands on this again." And with that, it is Baba Lasaiga's turn. You see that the green mist around her, like the green smoke coming off of her, is getting stronger and stronger. She'll look at Julian and say, You want to kill me so bad, don't you? Well, go ahead. Do it. And she'll end her turn. You want to kiss me so bad? I mean, you want to kill me so bad? It makes you look stupid. Anyway.
So that sounds like bait. That sounds a hell of a lot like bait. Like, this fucker is gonna explode, killing everyone instantly if I kill her.
Hey, I said I was going to make the skull have a self-destruct feature.
No. You and Carrion will die. Godfrey is protecting us.
What's my intelligence and wisdom? See, 2 minus 1s. So I guess that seems like a pretty fail.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
That does hit.
Alright.
All right. That is enough to take her down if you would like to describe how it happens.
Yeah, he's just gonna say, "You're right, I do," and he's gonna drive his axe directly into her head.
Fuck yeah.
All right. You drive it directly into her head, and she slumps to the ground, and you sense that the evil has been defeated. Well, let me go ahead and swap back to this one right here. She slumps to the ground, and the green smoke grows ever stronger and begins to sizzle. And I need all 3 of you, Carrion, Julian, and Keith, to give me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw as her body explodes.
Do I have cover thanks to standing behind this giant fucking skull?
Yes. What is it? +5 to the DC or something? Or like -5 to the... Or is it advantage on the... Hold on. Full cover.
It's a dex save. I don't remember if it even...
That's a bonus. +5.
Oh, yeah, and dex saves.
Yeah. All right. Well, +5 to you.
No, I didn't even need it. 29!
Ooh, okay. Well,
All right, Carrion.
That's to keep on the latest one. Oh, unfortunate Carrion. All right.
He did well.
Yes. He might survive. How much health does he have right now?
5.
Oh.
Lightning looks at 8d20 fire damage.
Oh my god, he survived. So she explodes. Julian, you successfully brace against the attack and not launch out of the window like she probably would have hoped before she died. I
was considering trying to throw her out the window.
Right. Let me get Sir Godfrey's in here.
Is this half damage on save?
Yes. Sir Godfrey does fail, but it isn't too much damage. And 6 seconds later, you see that like the green like ooze that had fizzled away at him kind of like reforms back, and he like brushes his sleeve, and he will go ahead, remove the sword from his position, removing the wall of fire and lights, and he'll say, excellent work dispatching her. Ooh. Her reign of evil is over. And he'll like politely clap for you all and kind of move over here, inspecting the bone skull. And he'll say, with the evil out of the way, are you all ready to restore the beacon?
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
What kind of damage was that, by the way?
That one was actually, is carrying like immune to poison damage or something?
Probably.
Oh yeah, actually he might be fine anyway.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
and we're resistant to it.
All right. So Sir Godfrey has placed himself in a. He like gestures towards. Actually, what is his strength? Keith, what is your strength? Oh,
10.
okay. Okay. Well, he is gonna ask you all to kind of push the skull towards to hook it up with the rest of the bones that are in the center of this room here.
Yep, we'll help him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I get cursory athletics checks from you both?
I'm still waging.
Nice.
So 26.
Ooh, damn. I feel like you could probably just pick that up with one arm and throw it over. All
15.
right. So
He
Julian.
carried it here, so.
All right, lighting the beacon. So, when the skull of Argynvostholt is reunited with the rest of his body, you remember that little dragony, fiery creature that you saw before in that fireplace?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, it reemerges, transforming into a brilliant light that fills this room and flashes actually across the valley like the beacon of a lighthouse. Hold on. Map. Oh, that's not map. Move to back. Kind of looking like this. So the light basically shines from here and shoots up into the sky. Now your characters can't see this, but those of us viewing outside of Argynvostholt can essentially see that the light kind of pierces in, like, through the clouds a little bit. Although the mountains prevent the... Okay. Congratulations on lighting the beacon of Argynvostholt. The beacon's light can be felt even by creatures that are blind and allows good aligned creatures to experience glimmers of hope and joy, while apparently... Wait a minute. Wait, what's Julian's thing again?
He's evil.
All right, we'll get back to that another time.
And I might have even asked, like, is just gonna burn all evil creatures in the area?
No. It will not, but a wave will shoot out, kind of like hit, and each order of the Silver Dragon Soldier it hits, it kind of like removes like that aura of darkness that was weighing down on them, especially on the soldiers that might have lost their way and had their minds clouded, and allowing them to be more at peace, perhaps at peace for good. Also, while the beacon shines, characters and other creatures that oppose Strahd get a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws for as long as they remain in Barovia.
Oh shit!
Let me paste
What
this for
was
you.
that last part?
So as long as you oppose Strahd, you get a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you are in Barovia.
Jesus. Okay.
Yo! That's how you manifest. That is how you turn hope into a game mechanic.
God damn. Okay.
This dude's fucking cooked.
Also, a little bit of spoilers because I don't think this is going to come up, but according to the book, even if the tower is cast down, the light of Argynvostholt remains where it is, flashing in the sky. So Strahd's people could like literally try to levy this entire tower, but the light would remain there.
Nice.
All right. Well, any last things, I guess? Oh, yeah. I'll take it back to you all. Sir Godfrey Gwillem will thank you all profusely, especially now that he knows that the darkness plaguing his own order has been lifted. And yeah, he looks like as if he's almost moved to tears.
Happy to be of service. Now then. Not that this wasn't a lot of fun, and not that I wasn't happy to do it out of the kindness of my heart. But we did have a deal.
Yes, let me double check your reading real quick. What was the... Do you all, any of you have the thing on hand about what was in the dragon's house, one lost and something, whatever it was called, the reading?
Yeah, hold on, let me write down this boon. All right. The treasure lies in a dragon's house in hands once clean and now corrupted. Is that the one?
Yes. What was the particular reading you had for that one?
That's all I wrote down. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
It was the mercenary.
I have to make sure the mercenary... hold on. To pull up something else, I have to find out where it is. Light Force. Where did I put it? Oh. All right, I know how to do this. I have to look at the order that the reading is in, and that will tell me what of the three things. Because I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I want to not mess it up and make sure that I'm giving you the correct thing.
Mm-hmm.
Testing something real quick.
Yeah. Of course it's that.
Perfect.
Ooh, fancy.
I like that. I just included it as a global saving throw modifier.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just did.
Oh. Interesting. I think it's just built into mine.
Weird.
Okay. One more thing to present for you all. So could I ask you to clarify for Sir Godfrey real quick what you meant by a deal's a deal?
I guess technically the deal might have been an art with Argynvostholt and not him, but he'll explain to him. I was told that the order is aware of the location of an instrument of order, or whatever you call it, and that I would be told where it is if I helped out.
Ah, well, while I cannot say for sure if this is exactly what you're looking for, but why don't you hold your hand out towards the light in the beacon?
He will step forward and do just that.
All right. You reach in and you feel something firm in your hand. Would you like to pull it out?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you pull it out and you see what looks to be like a hilt, like a handle.
Ooh.
You feel an urge as if you need to do just a little flick of your wrist.
Click.
All right, you flick your wrist, and out from the bottom of the handle shoots out a beam of light about a few feet. Out from the top of the handle shoot out 3 connected beams of light. And it is my pleasure to provide you both, hopefully, but there are a few logistical things we can work out down the line, with the Sun Sword Plus. Everything underlined is new. Anything that isn't underlined is base.
Whoa. Holy shit, what? Artifact!
So congratulations on the artifact.
Goddamn.
There are a few special things about this. If there's anything you'd like to, because the class can't see it right now, so if there's anything about it you'd like to talk about, feel free to throw it in there.
Lunar light. The light is sunlight. That'll be helpful. Action to expand or reduce it to a maximum of 30 feet. Badass. It's a pitchfork because I'm Keith. A bonus action to any simple or martial weapon. Fuck yeah. Be thrown to a party. Ooh! Holy shit! I might need to start making melee attacks. God damn.
Requires attunement can be attuned to simultaneously by every member of the party. Okay.
Yeah, fun fact, my second party got theirs a few sessions ago, actually, but they've given it to Irina, so she is currently in possession of it.
Weird. So what did you say about like what things were like changed about this?
Anything underlined is changed. Anything not underlined is as written. As well.
But this is all like still there. Like this is what the sword is at this point, right?
That's what the sword is in your campaign. Yes. But yeah, let me read off for the class since they are not privy to this right now. The Sunsword Plus is an improved version of the Sunsword that is provided in base Curse of Strahd, and is also a magic item that a lot of people like to take when they advance further enough in a traditional D&D campaign. The problem with the traditional Sunsword is that only certain classes can have it, which kind of sucks. And thus, I have given it the ability to change form depending on who's holding it. It's also got a few funky, fun abilities, like the ability to summon it to your hand, like a bonded weapon, essentially. And the ability to throw it to a party member, especially if you don't want to use up, as far as action economy goes, so that they don't have to use up their bonus action or anything like that. Like if you want to throw it to a party member real quick who is more close to Strahd, for example. Like if the party member who is farther away, especially because, not to show too much of my hand, but because the final confrontation with Strahd technically should most of the time take place at Castle Ravenloft, it's home court advantage, like the terrain can you like this. There's going to be a lot of vampire shenanigans and tomfoolery. And so positioning will be particularly important. I'm also very excited to see this because of the fact Julian has spider climb and the verticality that it will give to not only the Strahd fight, but other fights as well, kind of like it did here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Congratulations on obtaining one of the 3 things that Madame Eva told you about in her reading. That's part of what I was looking up earlier, just to make sure that this was indeed the correct thing that was present here. While you're looking at this, actually, as we wrap up session, Carrion has now successfully retrieved the gem. But if you want Carrion to go back and check, there are a few more things. I'm actually just going to do what I did with the other campaign and put the other things that were in the chest down in the cavity below, littered around it, if Carrion wants to grab those for you all, or if you want to manually go down and inspect the house later, especially because I guess there's the baby and the body that you need to worry about too. So you can
True.
you can obtain those goodies now and deal with that stuff later, or you can just wait till you show up at the house in person.
Yeah, maybe we could change the map so that we remember to deal with the baby in the house and all that.
Oh, you can. Sorry, what? Change the map?
Yeah, like if we could go back to the world map. So
yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and.
Or not the world map, but the full castle.
Yeah. Let me. Let me adjust that so that your tokens are not going up the stairs like you originally were. Oh, actually, because you're on this layer.
So you might have explained it already. Is the underlying stuff something you added?
Yes.
Sweet. So
Yeah, anything
let's
that's
see.
not underlined is essentially from the book directly. You'll notice there is stuff that is redacted. For the class, I'll explain to you all that. The redacted stuff basically says, the Sun Sword Plus is a unique blade once possessed by Redacted. In its original form, it had a platinum hilt and guard and a thin crystal blade as strong as steel. Redacted. Stuff that I'm sure you'll find out down the line.
Suspicious.
All right, let me take you to this other floor right here. You're back at the house.
Speaking of a deal's a deal, I believe I
Oh
was
Jesus, that's long.
told...
Mhm.
Dear God in heaven. Jesus. I believe I was told that after we lit the beacon, I would get transformation level 2.
Oh, right,
being-
right. So when she exploded, I forgot her heart. Baba Saga's heart is still there.
Oh, sick.
And
That looks slightly more readable.
should you acquire that heart with it, either wait, okay, I'm just gonna speak about the table real quick. I think while the heart is the primary way I meant to give it to you, I believe you could. Oh no. It's your here. I'll give you the choice. The gem that Carrion acquired that was powering the house has life-giving properties. That's part of the reason why the house was able to come to life. It's something that could potentially be absorbed by you. There is also the idea of you absorbing the power from the witch
Baby.
herself via the heart. Or I guess I can neither confirm
That
nor
was a
deny
joke.
the baby. Okay.
That was a joke.
So if you have a narrative preference for Julian, either because successfully defeating Baba Saga results in both the retrieval of her heart and most likely the retrieval of the gem that's powering the house, you have your choice above the table.
Okay, awesome. This is barely a choice at all. I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna DM something to you real
Okay.
quick.
I've got Discord up.
Above the table, I think the heart sounds more metal, and also would let Carrion keep the gem, even if it doesn't do anything.
Oh, of course, if Julian absorbed from the gem would still exist. It would be more like you
Okay.
absorb enough essence
I
to
see.
power yourself, but its basic functions would still be present for narrative purposes. All right, let me take a look at this. All right, the decision has been made, so why don't you describe for us what's happening?
So, taking the scene back up to the roof. Let's just, for convenience sake, say it's still after we hung up the skull. You got your sword and everything. Julian's attention turns to the scorched ground where the witch was a second ago, and there remains a still beating heart on the ground. And wordlessly, Julian walks over to the heart, picks it up, examines it for a couple of seconds, and then bites into it, and over the course of a minute or so, drains it completely, and then drops the husk that is left on the ground where the witch exploded.
Fuck yeah.
And with that, you have, I believe, your next transformation level, correct?
Yes.
All right, very exciting. A new weapon for the party, Sunsword Plus. Inching ever closer to dethroning Strahd. And a new transformation level for Julian. Good stuff, good stuff.
All right. So to clarify, about this, okay. Resolve this action as an attack roll using dexterity modifier. What happens if you, hold on.
What
Can
if
be
you
thrown
miss?
to a, what if you miss? And also, are you aiming for their AC or?
You are aiming for their AC. If you miss, it'll just go wide. They'd have to like retrieve it on their own turn instead.
Mhm.
I'll probably
I see.
adjust this so it's not AC because that does sound a little awkward for high AC people.
Mhm.
It'll probably just be like a attack roll versus like dexterity for them to catch it.
Mhm.
Wait, no, that doesn't. No, it needs to be a flat value if you're attack rolling it. It is gonna be basically, because what are your proficiency bonuses right now?
3.
3, and then it should go up to 4. Oh my gosh, you level up too. Sorry. Congratulations on your level up. Thank you for reminding
Let's
me.
fucking go!
All right. What is your proficiency bonus now? Is it still the same?
It's still +3.
Okay, so the AC that you're gonna try to hit is gonna be 20 minus your proficiency bonus times 2, which means the AC will go down the higher level you get,
Cool.
making it easier for you to throw it. But the problem is it's the whole daylight situation, and I have to figure out how that works with Julian. Or do you have the thing that counteracts the sunlight sensitivity? I forget. Or is that a
What
different
thing?
character? Was it you had?
I'm gonna have to say it's probably a different character.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're weak to sunlight, aren't you?
I probably am now. If I wasn't
Oh,
before.
shit. There is also the fact that I am currently full on attunement slots.
Oh,
So I'll have to
what level are you right now? Sorry.
8.
Oh, you're
Well,
8.
now we're level 8.
Wait, how many attunement slots do you have? Should have.
3.
Oh, at the boring level, which is 7. Is it 7? Or is it 9?
Let's see. 7 was boring for me.
Do you all have class features at 7? I mean, 9.
No.
Do you have any?
Don't know right now. Give me a sec.
No, I see a brutal critical at 9. I think that's the only thing you get. So level 9, you'll get a 4th attunement slot. Just I guess as a heads up.
Good to know.
I typically give people 4th attunement slot at either 7 or 9. That's not me saying either, like both, but like it was one of those two. And looking at everything, I'm pretty sure it's 9.
Yeah, because level 5, 7, 9, I don't get anything except I think those are levels my spell slots go up. Or my slot level. On that note, wait a minute.
Great news. As of now, I have finally gained 2 different sources of flight.
Yeah!
Ooh, sick.
I can now, as an action, tone into a bat, or I can tone into mist.
Yeah!
I should probably add in the transformation boon sanguine magic, but I also don't have any magic, so like it's not really kind of a waste of time.
Oh yeah, let me see what you all get now that you're at your new level. So we have Warlock.
Level 8 is ability score increases for everyone, I think.
Oh, yeah. A new spell. All right. Bralef, I assume you're taking an ability score improvement.
Probably, yeah. I might as well bump my charisma up to 20. But yeah, I don't
Ooh,
think
fancy.
there's any feats I want.
Yeah, I've been looking at the feats list, and as much as I like feats,
Eldritch versatility. What is that? I think it lets me change my invocations or something.
Yeah. Wait till 2024, 5th edition. Whoo boy. Warlock. So for the class, I don't think I've said this to you specifically, but I'm about to like convert all of my existing characters over. Like if I play any of them in 2024 5th edition, half of them are going to be warlocks at this rate. Like it's just like, damn, it's epic. Well, I guess then perhaps, as much as I really want to show you the loot that's in the house, but I am worried that, it's already late and you'd still have to deal with the baby in the body. So let me ask you both. Extra goodies are in the hut now that you've incapacitated it with that gem, which Carrion still has, is it?
Yep.
And then the husk of the heart, actually. What would you like to do with the husk of the heart?
I was just gonna drop it on the ground.
Carrion can collect that too.
Okay.
Baba Lazaga's desiccated heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let me ask: is it gonna be like narratively significant or like mechanically significant?
What the goodies?
The whole.
Oh. Narrative.
Ah, okay. Then I will stick with the narrative move of just dropping it on the ground.
Okay. I made some notes. But yeah, if you all would like, I feel like technically baby and body should only take 10 more minutes, but we could also start off next episode with it.
I think I'd personally prefer to start off next episode with it.
All right. That works for me. Well, in that case, with a level up, the Sun Sword Plus, and the transformation level increase, successful session. Anything else you want to say to the class before we take it out of here?
Nope. Thanks for watching.
All right. Catch you all next time for session 18. Have a good day, a good night, a good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.